All right, Adam, this is Wes, and just wanted to talk to you about your video. First of all, you have great technique. You have a really good stroke. You're high on the water. Your head position looks really good where you're not facing straight ahead, rather you're facing down. So your hips also on your video look good. That's high on the water. So overall, it looks great. And there are three things that I just wanted to bring up that I think it would be helpful for you to focus on during the off season as you gear up for the 2012 season. I want you to have faster swim splits. And so the three things are your catch, your timing, and your ankle flexibility. So I really believe that if you can focus on these three things, you will definitely have a better season coming up. And I'm also going to include some videos and some drills for you to take a look at. So the first thing is your catch. One of the things that I noticed in your stroke is that you have this long gliding reach, which is great. The next phase after that reach is called the catch. And so with you, and I'll point this out, is that you keep your arm fairly straight where you don't bend your elbow that much. So ideally what you want is a high elbow where your elbow is above your wrist and above your fingertips. And so the vectors of where you're pushing the water should be going back, never going down. And so to emphasize this, you want your fingers to be pointed down. Your hand down, fingers down, always fingers at the facing the bottom of the pool so you can grab the water and push it back. So ideally you want your arm, the arm between your shoulder and elbow should be parallel to the water as possible. So, I mean, really, this is a high elbow that we're talking about. I'm going to link Nicole's video, my wife, Nicole, and you'll be able to see her high elbow, and I'll kind of go over that with you. And so really, with the catch, the reason why I want you to focus on it is you want to catch water early and hard with your hand and your forearm, not just with your hand. And this is really the two things that all elite swimmers focus on with the catch is just that. You want to catch early using your hand and your forearm. Also, as you do the drills, it may feel awkward on your shoulder. And one of the things you need to keep in mind is that while it will feel awkward, and you may even feel like you're pushing less water, which is true, you have to realize that the reason why elite swimmers have a high elbow catch is because it's more hydrodynamic. And one of the other things, Adam, is your timing. This was the second thing that I mentioned that I don't want to forget about. As far as your timing goes, what you need to think about with your timing is that we need to emphasize you staying long in the water. And so really the timing is most crucial when your lead out arm, when you reach out with the straight arm as far as you can, you want to keep that arm and hand high on the water, and you want to glide. And so with your other arm, you're going to go ahead and push and have this recovery phase of your stroke. And you don't start your catch with your lead out arm until that recovery arm reaches till your hand reaches your temple. Once your hand crosses your temple of your head, then you can engage your catch and start your pull. And so it's really important to understand the importance of that front quadrant stroke that you have with your timing. You want to be long in the water. So being able to keep that lead out arm high and staying long where you have a rigid, strong core, much like a lead pipe, just to kind of give you an image of what I'm talking about, you're going to go a lot faster. It's almost like a long boat is going to move through the water faster than a very short boat. So we want you, and I know you're about 6 foot plus, we want you to be long in the water. So with that lead out arm, you glide and you don't start your catch until that other arm crosses your temple. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that as well. All right, so here we go, Adam, and this is the side view of you. And one of the things that I want you to first notice is your ankle flexibility. This is a good way just to kind of look at it as we slow it up now. You'll be able to see that your toes are pointing more down than towards the back. So what you want is a plantar flex rather than a dorsiflex. And so really this is something you can work on by doing stretching and just cognitively being aware that you need to point your toes back. So this is perfect for us to talk about your catch, and we're going to slow it up and just kind of see what we're talking about here. Your arm enters into the water, and here we go. We're going to slow it down, and I want you to look. There's not really, as you push down, there's not a whole lot of flex to your elbow, and right now you should be flexing, but it's a very slight flex, and it's more of a straight arm pushing down, which is going to, push your body down, really. And this is going to affect how you move through the water. And there we go. It's pretty much a straight arm right now. Hand really, really low in the water, pushing you down. And so really what we want is that high elbow catch where you're utilizing the hand and the forearm so you can really accelerate through the Alright, so here's the Nicole stroke. One of the things I want you to look at is the high elbow catch and the timing. We're going to slow it down here, and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about when I talk about the high elbow catch. So there's her reach. Her lead out arm is reaching long, and it's high on the water. And now what she's going to do is she's going to slowly catch the water. She's going to bend her elbow. Elbow's going to stay high. She's moving the water right now through her forearm and her hand. Elbow's high, trying to get it high, parallel to the water as can be. Hand isn't low, arm isn't straight. Now she's able to push through the water. So that's something just to kind of give you a visual of what we're talking about. As far as your timing goes, as you look at this in slow motion, her lead out arm is straight. Before she starts, right when she starts the catch, you see the other arm enter into the water. And so this is what we call the front quadrant stroke, where you're kind of focused on what's going on from the torso up. And you really want to be almost swimming downhill. And with your timing, this is going to help you be more hydrodynamic through the water as you go. And again, going back to her frontal, you can see Nicole with her lead out arm on her right arm extended out as we slow it down, and she's going to go ahead and with her forearm and hand begin her catch. And right there you can see her arm, how bent it is, almost to a 90-degree bend right there. And so that gives you a good visual of what I'm talking about. Hand isn't deeply low into the water. She's able to accelerate, slip through the water rather than really muscling her way through the water, being more hydrodynamic, and that's really what we want for you. And so I hope this helps, and if you have any questions, feel free to email me. I'm going to go ahead and include some drills for you. And again, if you need clarification or anything, please don't hesitate to email me. So hope you have a great off season, and I look forward to seeing your results in 2012. All right,